Alright guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out. Today, we got a 2010 BMW 528i. The customer's complaint is that a lot of times when they go to start it, it just drags. So we need to determine whether it's the battery or the starter. And I'm going to show you how to do that coming up on Astral Auto Repairs. This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero-tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do while the car is nice and cold, we want to pop the trunk. And what we want to do, so kicking my tools. She knows they cost money. Hey. Alright, what we want to do is get to the battery. The battery is located over here. So what you want to do is grab the bottom part right here that's over the spare tire. You want to pick it up and just grab the section out right here. Oops, dang it, dropped the key. And here's what the heck is this supposed to be, man? I'm gonna put that right there, hold that right in place. Alright, here's our battery. Now the first thing we're gonna do, let's get to our battery post. We're gonna check the condition of the battery. Looks like it's the original battery too. Excite Technologies. It's a 2010. So let's check the condition of our battery. We got our OTC tester here. We're gonna hook up positive to positive, negative to negative, blah blah blah. Alright, let's put it right here. Okay, battery voltage showing 12.1. It's pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is hold down this button for like 10 to 15 seconds max, and I want to see where this line goes, and that's going to tell me the condition of the battery. What I'm doing is putting a load on it. All right, a load means like right now, what I'm going to mimic is actually starting the car with all the lights on, the wipers, heat, everything. All right, let's try that. Alright, this battery is definitely good. That is cool. And especially it's a little cold out here, so that's a great time to test the battery. Alright, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have Sylvia watch this meter as I start the car up. And what we're going to see is where that meter goes to. Does it drop down when I start the car? And I get to see if this car is going to drag. Alright, try this out. Right now. Alright, we definitely heard that drag. What did that needle do?
It went to the yellow a little bit, but then it went back up.
Okay, yeah, it went back up because it's charging, but how much? It just went into the yellow just a little bit?
Yeah, just for a second.
Just for a second. Let me see yellow. Okay, about 10 something volts. So that ain't too bad, guys. I mean, 10 volts.
Well, it went a little bit further than that. Like went down to like the 8 and went back up.
It went back down to the 8?
Yeah, like it just went.
Oh, see, now that's a weak battery right there, cause well, it also could mean that the starter is drawing a lot of amps on the battery. That's another thing. And right now I can see this battery is charging at about 15 volts. So let me shut this off and I'll be right back. All right, guys. Sylvia was just telling me that as it was cranking, at them 2 times that it went, that needle jumped down to 8 volts, came back up, went back down to 8 volts, came back up, started, and everything was okay. That's definitely telling me that this starter is definitely drawing a bunch of amps. We know the battery is good, so we are definitely going to recommend changing this starter. And that's how you change it. That's how you check it, guys. We'll be right back.
Okay, so what was going on today is they took the BMW to the dealership to have it checked out, and they ended up getting a list of things. Then they decided to call us because I'm looking at the list and the prices are outrageous if you ask me. So they ended up calling us to see what's going on. So that's why we checked to see why it was a slow start. That's one of the issues. They didn't check that. They actually said if you want us to check that, that's going to be $100. So they decided to call us. So that's one of the things that we summed it up to. It needs a starter. So, or it's the starter causing the problem. So the next thing.
Hey, can we see the list?
Yeah.
Dang, it was.
Sorry. So the next thing we have is vehicle needs oil filter housing gasket. As you guys can see, they're looking to charge $600 to fix to replace the oil filter housing gasket.
Now check this out. This is we just told the customer that you could say.
What happened was,
and we got a video on it.
Right. If you guys go back 2010 BMW 528i, you see we replaced the oil filter cap O-ring because they had an oil change done. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to put nobody down.
I would. Wait, okay. We're good.
So, but they did not replace that O-ring, and it caused a major oil leak. I know you guys could see it in the video. So there was a bunch of oil on the side of the engine, and when they took it into BMW, they thought that's what it was, but it's not leaking.
Yeah, we changed it, and if you guys remember, we tried to wash the engine down because we went over there to the hose, but the hose wasn't working. So we couldn't wash the engine down. So that's the oil they was looking at.
Okay. The next thing on the list, it says valve cover gasket, and I'm going to assume that's supposed to say seeping. So they want $975 for that. So we're going to check that out and see if it's leaking.
All right, guys, let's go over here and check this valve cover gasket out. Be right back. All right, guys, to get down to the valve cover gasket to see if it's leaking, first we're going to have to remove these 2 screws right here, the Allen screws. These are 5mm screws. I got my 5mm hex bit. I'm going here. I'm going to take both of these out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got those 2 bolts out. The next thing we got to do, we got 1 bolt way back in here.
Okay.
Now, that's a very tight spot to get to. So what I'm going to do is do a little trick here. I'm going to take my 5mm hex bit, get me a 1/4" drive wrench. I'm gonna stick that wrench in there, bit in there, just like that. Take a bit of little electrical tape just to hold it in place, or you can get a piece of napkin or something small and stick in there with it. Break this off. And this is just to keep that thing in place. You want to make sure you wrap that up nice and tight so it does not come out of there. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so what we're going to do is go in there. Let me see if I can move my hand out the way. Reach in there like that. Bam, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And you're going to have to use 2 hands. I'm using 2 hands, and what I'm doing is holding this, using this hand to hold down on the bolt and going like this. All right, so let's go back in there. Get this lined up again. And get this done, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. What I did was once I got it loose, I took the bit off, stuck it down there, took both my fingers, because it was very loose at that point. And we got that off. Let's put this to the side. All 3 bolts are the same size. Oh, looks like we might have another bolt here. All right, guys, let me see where this other bolt is. We'll be right back. Alright guys, I had to pick this harness up right here. You look right down in here. There's the other one right there. Dang. Alright, so what I'm going to do is set my bit back up and all. Put my leg. Now what I'm going to do actually, let's see if I can reach in there with my fingers. And put this bit in there. There we go. Then I'm going to take the open end of the 1/4" drive wrench and I'm going to loosen that up. I should have a longer 1/4" drive. You know what? We are not going to be moving this whole shebang out of the way. So that's not gonna happen. That's all I have to do is just get that thing loose. And I can do it the rest of the way. I just had it too. There we go. Alright, turned it. Good. Now it's loose. Now I'm gonna take both my fingers up under there. I'm gonna go ahead and twist this out the rest of the way. Be right back. Alright guys, I got it out of there. The bolt screw is still in there, but it is loose. Let's slowly lift this up. And take this cover out. Here we go. Now, they told the customer the valve cover gasket was leaking. Let's go around here. Now our valve cover ends right there. I don't see a drop of oil, guys. Up here in the front, all around. Now, because you see how this valve cover is leaning towards that way, so you really don't have to worry about seeing no oil over here, because all the oil is going down to the valve cover over that way. So if this thing was leaking, it definitely would be leaking from over here. So that is messed up because the valve cover gasket is not leaking. You got good looks on that?
Yeah.
You see any oil?
No.
I mean, I see nothing.
It's dirty, but that's not
Yeah,
oil.
right, that's not oil. So we can scratch that one off the list. All right, we're gonna put this cover back and we'll be right back.
All right, so valve cover gasket seeping, we can eliminate that. They're not seeping, they look good. Next thing on the list is front brake pads.
How much do you?
Woo, $360 for some brake pads. That must have lifetime brake time.
All right, so let's go over here and see how we can see our brake pads straight through. We need a little light in there.
What are you showing them? A blur?
I'm trying to get in there to see.
Give me the camera then.
No, we can't see right there the brake. I mean, we can see the brake, but.
But I'll go where it needs to be, but.
Oh, okay. I can feel it. Guys, the brake pads is about. They will say, well, how much is that, Tim? Just because you're holding your finger. Tell you what, let's go over here to the back of the van.
It's like about 50%.
You know, 50% I'd probably go with. All right, let's see. We got our sockets here. So, I would say the thickness is about right between these two right here. So we're looking at a 6mm and 5.5mm.
What does that mean in layman's terms? That means nothing to.
Okay. Fine. Let's see. If you know what, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I gotta do some drawing for you guys. All right, now if the brake pads this is the bottom, and they're about this thick, brand new. Her brake pads is worn down till about that point right there. Now here's the thing though. A lot of BMWs and Mercedes.
So wait, which part is the worn down and which part is...
It's about this much left.
Oh.
They know what I'm talking about. You know, you better stop. You better stop acting up. All right. Go Team Timmy. All right, check it out. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of BMWs and Mercedes have what you call wear sensors. Not the little metal ones that you get in a cheap set or something, or any kind of set really. You don't have to be cheap. It could be a good set. But these are...
that's what he said.
What?
He said he's not sure if they're on for the brake pads. The service light.
No, there's a separate light for that.
Okay.
Which means, guys, there's a metal...
No, but I mean, now I understand what he was talking about.
Oh, there's a little metal sensor here with 2 wires, and when them pads get low and hit that sensor, you're gonna get a message warning on your car. It's gonna actually say pads low, or it's gonna be a little circle with...
What kind of chicken scrap is
It's gonna be a little diagram like that to let you know your brake pads are low. I'm gonna check this out and see if they're on. Yeah, they know what that means. They know what that means. So let's check that out on the dashboard. Yeah. And we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got the car started up. The only message we see is left front tire low. We do not see any indicator on that the brake pads are low. Now let's go out and see if we can see the wiring or the brake wear sensors, or the electric ones, on this car. Be right back. All right, guys, I got the mirror and I got a light in here so you can see it. If you look in the mirror, you can see the caliper, and you're gonna see a wire. It's covered with a covering on it. That's the wire that goes to the brake sensor. So, according to the car, no, it doesn't need brakes. So, let's cut all this off, and we'll be right back.
Alright, so scratch your front brake pads. You don't need that. So next thing on the list is driver's side microfilter. What is that?
You go find out this time. I'm tired of tricking things.
Is it inside?
Oh, let's go find out, guys.
Alright, let's go find out.
I would assume that'd be like a cabin air filter.
Alright, I'll go with that. So wouldn't that be in the car?
Some of them have it in the car, some of them have it outside the car.
Okay, so it says driver's side, so I'm going to assume it's over there somewhere. That needs to be replaced. What's supposed to be there?
I don't know. Nah. Alright, the filter's gone. Because there's a big opening here where water can get down in and all that's just gone. Let's go over here to the other side, to the driver's side, passenger side. This one has a big case on it.
Is there a filter in there?
Let's find out. There's a little latch right here, a metal latch. Okay, let's pick this. Okay, let's unplug.
What are those plugs for?
It's like a...
What did you just unplug?
This is like for the hood, when the hood comes down.
Okay.
This one, I'm not sure, but...
Oh, there's the filter.
There's the filter on this side.
So that side is missing everything.
Yeah, like somebody just took it off. And
so it's not that it needs to be
this
replaced.
It just needs one.
It needs one.
All right, so we definitely got to look
So
up.
are these wires like this over there, or that side don't have that? Well, I guess it wouldn't have the hood one.
Right. Let's put this back down.
I guess we have to look it up and see what it comes with.
All right, let's go over here and see if... Well, there's no wire harness, nothing.
So it's just the filter.
So just the filter and the cover. Okay. And here's the latch to hold it into place. All right, guys.
So she definitely needs that.
And you know, I'm surprised. I mean, you're over here and you see this. You didn't see this. I mean, this thing is obviously leaking, and this is we're gonna see if there's an O-ring or something in here, or just this. There's nothing there.
You're getting dirty.
That's my job. Maybe there's supposed to be a gasket or something there, but we're gonna check that out as well. All right, guys, girls, we'll be right back.
All right, so we know we need that driver side microfilter. Okay, so next on the list is oil service gel. Now she just recently had that done. I would say about 3 weeks ago.
Right, and we changed the...
And we reset her oil light, so we know she doesn't need that, because there's no way she went 7,000 miles in 3 weeks. So, and then vehicles low to start, we already checked that. We know it's the starter. So that's it on the list. So,
all right, we'll be right back, guys.
All right, so today we had a 2010 BMW 528i, and we went over their list that they got from BMW themselves. And she only needs a couple of things out of it. I mean, they were gonna, if you add all this up, it's gotta be like close to $3,000. She certainly don't need that. So anyway, if you guys have any comments or questions, you can post it below in the comment section, or you can email Tim at astraautorepairs.com.
Hey, I got a question.
Lesson learned from this video. Hold on one second. Don't just think that because it's a dealership, they're not gonna rip you off. Of course they're going to rip you off. They got to make money just like everybody else. What is your question?
Did they give a price on that cabin air, that microfilter?
$240.
$240. All right. Okay, good.
All right. So, hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Sylvia from Astro Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.